Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 8 things that are making you ugly. Attention, classic, annoying, and brief disclaimer. I am seriously not materialistic or conceited. I promise you that looks are not everything. That is not the most important thing in life. But with that said, we all really do like looking and feeling our best. And not to mention, you did click on this video. So with that said, let's just get started. Okay, before we get started, I do just want to say a huge thank you to everyone out there that purchased the Shea necklace. So this is the Shea necklace. I collaborated with Miranda Fry Jewelry and I am so excited about it. And I'm starting to get so many tags on Instagram of you guys wearing it and loving it. Be sure to use my discount code if you end up buying it. A few people have messaged me saying that they forgot to use the code. You do just save 10% and get free US shipping. So just don't forget to use that. But yeah, today I am just wearing it doubled up like I normally do. The last video I posted, I did have it long ways. But yes, I really love it and I think you guys are too. So thanks so much. Okay, so now we really are gonna get into the video. And the first thing that I wanna talk about actually has to do with me. This is what I did that was making me ugly. Okay, maybe I wasn't like ugly. That's a harsh term. Let's just be real. Ugly is a harsh term. I don't even like it. But there are just so many things out there that you keep doing and you don't even realize that it just might not look so good. And so the first one, I'm just gonna point myself out. Last year, I had yellow hair. I mean, yellow hair. Can I just say that having blonde hair is really, really hard and people kind of need to realize that, and there's some things you need to do if you have blonde hair. So I'm gonna be inserting some wonderful footage of myself on my YouTube channel. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is a video that might even have millions of views, but as you can see, my hair is freaking yellow. So what I should have been doing is using a purple shampoo, which I did start using and it really did make a huge difference. I am gonna link my favorite purple shampoo down below, not sponsored by any means. It'll really kind of tone down your hair and make it a more real, natural blonde. But I did end up deciding to go back to my brunette, which is kind of more my natural color, because with filming YouTube videos and having lights shining on me, it really enhanced the yellowness of my hair. In real life, I don't think it was nearly that bad, which is probably why it took me so long to realize. But yeah, so if you have blonde hair out there, just kind of take a step back. If you need some purple shampoo, try out the one down below. So for those of you that appreciated me inserting some awful footage of myself with terrible looking hair, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below to make me feel a little better. We're almost to 300,000 subscribers and I am so excited. So yeah, it's like right down there. You just hit the subscribe button. It's totally free. I mean, hey, if you need a minute, that's totally fine. You guys good? Yeah? Okay. So the number 2 thing is smoking. By this point, everybody knows how bad smoking is for your health. There could be like the hottest, most attractive guy in the entire world standing on the side of the street and I could look over at him and if he starts lighting up a cigarette, all of that goes out the window. So if I feel like that about certain guys, then it probably is reversed for women as well. And I'm not trying to be mean in any way because I know, like I've never smoked, but I know that it is so hard to stop and it kind of like follows you along and it kind of haunts you in a way. So it's just really hard. But you know, smoking it causes wrinkles, it causes yellow teeth. It just makes you physically less attractive, not to mention everything internally that it's not good for as well. So for anybody out there that does smoke, then positive vibes to you guys. I'm sure you probably try to stop and I know it's hard, but good luck. Mwah. The number 3 thing that I personally think can actually make you not so attractive is huge lips. I'm pretty sure Kylie Jenner is the one that really started this trend when she got lip injections in her lips when I think she was 16. Now, I am not saying anything bad about getting lip injections. If you want to get them, by all means, you should get them. I honestly think sometimes they really do improve people's appearance. But like so many other things in life, you just kind of have to go about it in a cautious way and just make sure that you keep it kind of balanced with your other facial features. Huge, crazy big lips, they just don't look right. So if you are gonna do it, go ahead and do it. Just try to go slow. You can always add a little bit more. Just don't go overboard. A blowfish probably isn't what you're going for. The number 4 thing that can make you totally ugly, and I'm gonna actually just say ugly, and what that is gossiping. This just isn't pretty. Again, you could be the most beautiful person in the entire world, and if you start gossiping, you're just plain ugly. You could have a wonderful, charming, amazing personality, and the second you start talking about women across the room and pointing out their flaws, your image, and what people think of you, drastically drops. And one thing I like to remember, and it's kind of just food for thought, if someone is talking to you about someone else, just imagine what they're saying about you behind your back. And I totally understand, like, sometimes when you're with friends, it's really easy to kind of just start talking. You're actually just talking about a situation or whatever. So I understand it can sometimes be really hard and you kind of fall into the trap really easily. And I get that. I'm not perfect either. But it kind of just depends on your heart and kind of where you're coming from it. So if you kind of catch yourself starting to talk negatively about somebody and they wouldn't want to know what you're saying, just stop, just try to change the subject. And I think with time, it'll get a little bit easier. And then your image, both outward and inward, is beautiful. The number 5 thing that can really change your appearance, either for the better or for the worse, is eyebrows, or lack thereof. I've definitely mentioned this one on my channel before, maybe not in the exact same way, but eyebrows are so important. They're just a feature that I feel like is often left behind, but they really frame your face and they really define your facial features. Yet so many people just kind of ignore them or kind of forget about them. So very similar to your lips, do not go overboard with the eyebrows. That cannot be good, but you don't want to ignore them either. So a trick that I like to do is I actually have an eyebrow pencil brush. It's just an angled brush, and I do use this Anastasia of Beverly Hills brow powder. I've definitely talked about this on my channel all the time, so I will link it down below. It comes in a lot of colors. It depends on your hair and your skin tone of which color is best, but I personally love a brow powder. I'm not a fan of the pencils. So a quick tip is to make sure your eyebrows align with your nose. So you can just take your makeup brush and just make sure it is straight up and down with your nose. So that's where they should start, on the inner side, and then you angle it again with your nose about 45 degrees, and that's where they should end, on the outer edge. Another tip that I like to do is to make the eyebrows a lot darker and sharper along the ends, and then you just kind of blend and make it a lot more faded towards the center, and that makes it very natural and less harsh. So just take a look at your face. Some people don't need to do anything at all, and others might be surprised at how this little change to their makeup routine will make such a drastic difference in their overall look. They'll be pleasantly surprised every single time they look in the mirror. The next thing that can make you look less attractive is long and stringy hair. So not only does our society have a tendency to think that big lips are amazing, they also have a tendency to think that long hair is the best. And that's probably why hair extensions are so popular these days. And yes, I do have fairly long hair. I've had long hair for quite a while actually, and I'm sure, honestly, Pam, are you watching this? Pam from work. If you're watching this, I know you think I should cut my hair, but I feel like I have a few years left of my long locks, so I'm just kind of running with it for now. But anyways, back to my point. There are some people out there that are just so stuck on having long hair that they just never cut their hair, and it does start to get kind of long, but the ends are just really stringy. There's split ends. It just looks really bad. So hair that appears thick and healthy is what's pretty unattractive. So if you do have long hair, then just look at your ends, take an assessment. Is it stringy? Are there split ends? And then go schedule a hair appointment if necessary. The next thing that is making you very unattractive without you even realizing it is sugar. Some of you may or may not know that over the last 5 years, I have completely eliminated sugar from my diet. Okay, not completely. I mean, if it's in ketchup, if it's in condiments, things like that. Like if it's hidden sugar, I probably eat it. But desserts, like cakes, cookies, ice cream, anything like that, I do not have it, like at all. It was definitely really hard. It took me about 3 to 4 weeks to get over the hump, kind of like that hump that we talked about. I'm sure it's not as hard as smoking, but it took me a while, and now I don't even crave it. I don't even think about it anymore. So sugar has been linked to obesity, impaired immune systems, tooth decay, which is why I stopped, cancer, diabetes. The list seriously goes on and on and on. I don't think people realize how bad, just so bad, sugar is for your body. But it also has a terrible negative effect on your appearance. It causes wrinkles, it reduces collagen production very rapidly. You lose skin elasticity. It increases varicose veins and broken blood vessels. And sugar also leaches minerals from your bones and your body. And so, that affected me as far as my teeth go, but it also contributes to gray hair. I mean, you really need minerals in your body, and sugar just steals that from you. Maybe on just like certain days or maybe certain meals of the day, you just cut it out. You will help improve your appearance long term. The very last thing that is making making you ugly is lack of sleep. Okay, I know this one was one that you totally thought I would say, and I hate being predictable, but this one is important and it's just a huge factor in our appearance. And guess what? I suck at this. I do not get enough sleep. So the average human being needs between 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. I probably average like 6 hours on weeknights and then maybe a little bit more on the weekends. So I'm not like terrible, but I'm not good by any means. So the reason that sleep is so incredibly important for our appearance is because that is the time that our body can rest and it allows our body to replenish and regenerate our cells. All day long, we are exposed to toxins, free radicals, chemicals, so many things that are bad that just breaks down our body. And we just really need that sleep for our body to repair itself. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of studies out there proving that people that don't get enough sleep age twice as fast as people that do get enough sleep. You're gonna have twice the amount of aging, like fine lines, pigmentation, wrinkles, dark circles, etc. So again, I need to take my own advice and try to get an extra hour of sleep every night. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but there is a reason why they call it beauty sleep. Alrighty, so that does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my 8 things that are making you ugly. You're not ugly. I don't really mean like that. I gotta title these YouTube videos well, if you know what I mean. So anyway, you're not ugly, but you know what I mean. I hope you guys learned some things. If you did, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel down below. Hopefully soon we can get to 300,000. That'll just make my summer. Be sure to comment down below. I love hearing from you guys, but otherwise, I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.
I've been loving everything you